Hi, this is Pam Dinner. Welcome to another episode of B2B Marketing and More with Pam. And for today, I want to talk a little bit about MarTech, which is marketing technology. This is not a topic I touch often in the past. And recently, I wrote a little ebook and talking about artificial intelligence, AI. The name of the book is Modern AI Marketer. I wrote this book to actually help marketers to understand what AI is and what the benefits are and what are some of the use cases that you can apply to your job. Go to Amazon, enter Pam Dinner, or type the name of the book, The Modern AI Marketer. You can download directly to your Kindle and take it from there. For today, what I really want to share with you is what is AI and what are some of the marketing specific AI benefits. What is AI? Right? In a very, very simple term, according to Wikipedia, is machines demonstrated intelligence. With that being said, there are a lot of tools out there that actually demonstrate a certain level of intelligence. Siri is one of them, right? And also there's a lot of natural language processing applications that allow you to actually interact. Like for example, some of the chatbot on the website. You enter information and the chatbot will actually respond to you. So when I'm talking about AI in the sales and marketing, bear in mind, there's no like sales robots or marketing robot that's taking over our jobs. Not there yet. When I'm talking about artificial intelligence in marketing, it's really in the sense of a software. It's intelligence that built into a software that act as a sales agent or marketing assistant. What are some of the benefits of AI? Obviously, when you are thinking about AI, there's a lot of benefit, which is kind of generic. Well, it can automate our repetitive tasks, or it can help us in terms of data analytics, or it can actually help us to do a recommendation and predictions of what is going to happen in the future. Understand all that, but what are some of the specific marketing benefits? From my perspective, there are three, right? The first one is it helps you to gain a better understanding or deeper understanding of your customers. Say, for example, you have a large data set and on how customers engage on your website. You can build the AI model and take that data set and feed into that model to actually see what type of contents that people actually see or view before they contact salespeople. Obviously, it's not most correct given that you don't have the complete journey, but it will give you some ideas. And you can also compare that information with account-specific type of data on the sales side to actually see the differences. The second benefit I want to share with you is personalized engagement. And given that the rise of artificial intelligence, it can actually help us to scale, to personalize, and also segment our engagements with our customers. So one specific example I want to share with you is San Francisco startup, Alice. And this is a company that they call themselves an AI-based gifting platform, right? Gifting, to give gifts. And if you enter your prospects' names into their database, they can actually crawl this specific person's social profile to make a recommendation what kind of gifts you can send to them through a postal mail. Anyway, that is the sense of personalization. So you just don't send a mug or any kind of, pen or any kind of stuffed animals, which is a standard type of merchandise from your company. Obviously, if you do a lot of email marketing and moving forward with the more and more data that we collect, it makes a lot of sense to leverage that data, understand, and look into what kind of information they have download or they have viewed, or what kind of engagement they have been through in their customer journey to actually tailor what is your next steps of engagement with them. So the third benefit I want to share with you is improve customer experience through journey mapping. And obviously, we do have a lot of data to actually share or gathered for us to understand the overall customer experience. We do a lot of A/B testings, we do focus group testing, we do a lot of heat mapping just to understand, like go through the customer journey, especially digitally, what people are seeing, what people are consuming. With that being said, there's a lot of unstructured and also structured data, and they are scattered all over the place. Is it possible to actually consolidate the data? And of course, you have to do a lot of data pairing And also you have to label the data in the correct way. It takes a lot of time to actually do that, I understand. But if you can integrate the data in a certain way, is it possible that you can build a model and analyze the data to determine what is the customer journey looks like and what kind of contents that you can feed into the different journey points? Obviously, those are the things that AI can do. And the key is to identify what kind of questions that you want to get answered. Once you actually have a question in mind, then you can go find the data you need. You can work with vendors or internal team to build the model. So identify a specific question that you want answered. Hopefully that specific questions require kind of like large amount of data set that you have to run to do the analysis. And here are some additional questions I want to share with you. Based on your account history and the payment transaction data, what do the top 25 new accounts look like? So you actually have the key top accounts that you engage with, and you have their transaction information, you have some of their customer data. Can you actually build a model or hire a third-party vendor to run some sort of analysis, understand what are your new top 25 accounts look like based on the past information? And you can compare that information actually with the sales owned top new accounts and see if there are some similarities or difference. Hey, with our existing lead scoring, what minimal score do prospects usually reach in order to get them to request a demo? So what is the average score? And with that average score, what is the average success rate of closing a deal, right? Again, these are the type of questions that people tend to ask, but sometimes it's very hard to get answers. So it's good to actually gather the data from different places and to build a model to answer them. Another question is, hey, which marketing channels drive the highest quality MQL, marketing qualified leads? How much money can I allocate to that channel to see an improved rate of return? So before you're thinking about leveraging AI, the most important thing is, what are some of the specific questions that you want to address? And a lot of time those questions can be big. It's very hard to actually find the answer using your existing database. You have to pull data from different sources and working with the data scientist, internal team, or even third-party vendor to build it. Everything worthwhile takes time. When we are looking at marketing, we need to think it through in terms of what are some of the key questions we want to solve, and then leverage kind of like a slightly different approach to solve that problem, not just the daily routine marketing campaigns that we are doing. All right, I know that this is kind of like a big hairy topic and there's no specific like key actionable takeaway, but I want to get your thought and get you thinking about this. If you like the episode, subscribe below, and I love to hear your feedback about artificial intelligence and what is your thought that what you can do about it. Take care. Bye bye.